to this other place in uMhlanga.
Can I just ask you not to mention the address of the place, okay, because we don't mention addresses, okay, for obvious reasons.
Yes, then I went to uMhlanga to check the place, and then I waited for some time because they were together inside the house, and I did not know whose house was that. It was just the White House. It's fine. Then I waited for them as they came out, and then we went back to the hotel. I also slept and went away, and that was in April this year. You know, commissioners, May, June, July, during the 6th of July, during the General Mkhwanazi's press conference, General Mkhwanazi did mention Matlala Brown Mogotsi during his press statement. And it came out to everyone that on that day, Matlala was found with a cell phone in prison. And indeed, and he called me, very furious. He said, Brown, can I tell you something? You know, there was a time I told you that I went to look for someone who can solve my problem. And he said, and I said, yes, I remember. Because when I followed him, I didn't tell him that I was following him. And it became that I did not know who he met. They were driving the car, and it was something that was packed. And he said, I went to see General Mkhwanazi's house. And I also gave him something. He was talking about money. I gave him, I also gave him, but he was speaking this language. And he gave this guy, and now he's talking like this about us. I think, and then I never said to Kate, I followed you. I did not know. Honestly speaking, I didn't see who that person was. But how he narrated everything about the day he was going to meet someone who was going to solve his problems, I remembered. And he said it was General Mkhwanazi that he went to see.
You say this was after Mr. Matlala's, after General Mkhwanazi's press conference of 6 July?
That's correct, Commissioner.
So Mr. Matlala was calling you from prison?
Yes, he did call me from prison, not once.
And which number did he call you on?
No, prison phones, you cannot, no, it was just another number.
No, which number of yours did he call you on?
Oh, my cell phone numbers, yes, the one that
he uses in the chats?
Yes, everyone has that number.
And did he call you on, was he still using WhatsApp, or was he calling you landline?
WhatsApp, yeah.
And then in 48, you talk about some other calls from prison. Can you just briefly describe those?
Yes. He did call me, of course, from prison, but we were discussing like his strategy, how was he going to get bail, and what is happening, what is transpiring, and what is he doing all that, like what is happening to him, like his plans of getting bail.
Let me take you back to the visit to Durban. When Mr. Matlala said that he was going to go to somebody who would solve all of his problems, was he referring to the problems he had with regard to the tender?
Yeah, he was mentioning, yes, particularly in SAPS.
Yes. I'm thinking the tender, as I understand, was a tender concluded at national level. Did Mr. Matlala explain how the KwaZulu-Natal commissioner, sub-commissioner, would have assisted on this?
He never said, can I, this is an omission. Honestly, I thought maybe he was going to meet General Cele or someone close to General Cele. But then I only got surprised when he said it was General Mkhwanazi and I was in his house.
And you did not ask when he told you, did not ask how did you think the KZN subs commissioner would have helped you on something like this?
No, I did not ask him, commissioners. And then, you know, like in prison, people will not call you and say, hey, how are you? Are you fine? It's like you pass a message, what you want to say, and then maybe the phone goes away. But he did mention to me that he was, of course, in KZN to see, and he went to Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi's house.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can I ask, you had the address where he went?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Did you report that to your handler?
I give that to my handler, that's correct.
And did your handler ever tell you who lives at that address?
No. This whole thing stopped after Cat himself told me who he went to meet. But the description of the trip, it fitted with the problems that he told me about and the period. Because, you know, if let's say it happened in April, Monday, and he tells me on Thursday, so it took very, very long. Only on the 6th of July. Yes.
Paragraph 49, you now talk about your actions after Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi's press briefing on 6 July. Can you take the Commission through that?
Yes, after Lieutenant General press briefing on July, and moreover the reference made therein to me, I decided to continue investigating General Mkhwanazi and obtain as much information as I could. To give context to the arguments and statements that he had made during the press statement, my handler at all relevant times knew of my continued investigation and it carried his approval. And paragraph 50, sometime thereafter, towards the end of August, I contacted the late former Minister of Police, Nathi Mthethwa. I wanted to understand why Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi was removed as acting National Commissioner of Police in 2012. I spoke to Mthethwa regarding my concerns that General Mkhwanazi was CIA operative, according to information I received from my source. Mthethwa said he shared my suspicion. In order to confirm this, he said I needed to travel to Kenya to meet with a contact who was aware of CIA operations in South Africa. 51.
Can I just stop you at this point? Had you ever met the late Minister Mthethwa before?
As a member of the ANC, long time. Yes.
And how did you contact him?
You mean now before? Yes, I had his WhatsApp numbers. I believe even the gadgets, remember it's known, there was a search and seizure on my phones recently. That number, I'll give you the name I saved it under, is there. The name is there.
And where was he when you contacted him?
No, we only spoke over the phone. I think he was overseas.
And he said you needed to travel to Kenya to meet a contact.
That's correct.
And did he give you details of who this contact was and how to get hold of him?
He gave me the name and the contact numbers on WhatsApp. I phoned this person at some stage. He said to us in Tanzania, and he was going to come back 3-4 days later. And when I called, he confirmed he was back in Kenya. And that's when I left to Kenya on the 10th of September 2025. I believe in some annexures the ticket is also, I've annexed the proof of the ticket, and I returned back from Kenya on the 12th of September 2025.
So proof by means of, or rather, you have proof which is a ticket.
Yes, I flew to...
And I assume you also have stamps on your passport.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And taking you back to the call you made to Ambassador Mthethwa, I think you said there's proof on your phone, a phone that was confiscated.
The contact numbers. He asked, the question was, how did I contact him?
Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
or so there will be a record on your